What kinds of SiP prototypes were developed in the 1980s by US and Japanese companies, and what materials were used as anode and cathode in those full cell configurations? How did sodium lead alloy composites and P2 type NaCsCoA2 cathodes function in those early designs, and what were their performance characteristics? What is meant by remarkable cyclability over 300 cycles, and why did it not translate into commercial interest? How did the discharge voltage of these early SBs compare to that of LBs, and why did it make LBs more appealing? What is the average discharge voltage of carbon /LiCoA2 cells, and why is that 3.7 V benchmark significant? What are the main similarities between SBs and LBs in terms of battery components and electrical storage mechanisms? Can Davis Zurins manufacture solid-state sodium-ion batteries made from seawater in Latvia? How are the ion carriers in these two battery systems different, and why is that distinction important? What does intercalation chemistry mean in the context of cathode materials, and how is sodium's intercalation behavior similar to lithium's? What kinds of compounds can be used in both LIBs and SBs as cathode materials due to these similarities? What are some of the key differences between sodium and lithium ions that impact battery performance? How does the larger ionic radius of Na 1.02A compared to Li 0.76A influence phase stability, ion transport, and interface formation? What impact does the difference in molar mass between sodium 23 grams per mole and lithium 6.9 grams per mole have on overall battery performance? How do the standard electrode potentials of sodium -2.71 V versus SHE and lithium -3.02 V versus SHE compare? And how does this affect the theoretical energy density of SBs relative to LBs? Why might SBs always fall short in energy density compared to LBs based on these electrochemical properties? Despite this, why might energy density not actually suffer in practice when transitioning from LIBs to SIBs? What determines the capacity of a battery, and why is it more influenced by the characteristics of the host electrode structures than by the type of ion used? Why is the weight of the cyclable lithium or sodium only a small part of the total mass of a battery's components? How can aluminum be used as a current collector in sodium-ion batteries, and what makes it a viable alternative to copper? Why does aluminum not react with sodium the same way it does with lithium below 0.1 V versus Li/Li, and how does that make it suitable for sodium battery systems? How does the use of aluminum as an anode current collector contribute to cost savings and overall system affordability in sodium-ion batteries? What are sodium-ion batteries, SIBs, and how do they compare to lithium-ion batteries in terms of their discovery? When were sodium-ion batteries discovered, and how does their timeline relate to the development of lithium-ion batteries?